This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesianicristo.
Good morning and welcome. Good morning and welcome to INCRadio, Washington D.C. Satellite Studio. I am Elisa Mojica.
Hi, Elisa. Sorry, sorry, everyone. So, we're just having so much fun this morning. I'm Nidel.
Hi, everyone. My name is Lionel. We're here. Welcome to INCRadio, Washington D.C. Satellite Studios broadcast. What are we talking about today?
We are here to talk about finding your people, finding the right people in your life.
Speaking of people in our lives, who is in the live chat right now?
Ooh, let's see.
Okay, good morning. I'm Jacer Castellano, by the way.
Hi, Jaster.
We have Sister Lizelle Castro. Good morning, po, brethren. Happy viewing, happy listening from DC.
Ooh.
We have Brother Audric Dulay. Good morning, po.
Good morning.
And then we have Brother Richard Cobranero. Good morning and happy viewing from Temple Hills.
Good morning.
Nice. Good morning, everyone. I see a lot of people joining us today. So, as we talked about, what are we, I guess for those who are just joining in, what are we talking about today?
Yeah, so we are finding your people. So that means finding the right people in your lives, building those relationships and friendships, even like in relationships, boyfriend, girlfriend.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh. But before we start, we would move on to our next segment, our icebreaker. Let's check
These
it
are
out.
always fun. Let's see, what are we doing today?
I'm getting 5 points today.
Ooh, we're playing, what's it called? A word search.
A word search?
Yes. So there are 4 words in this, and it's relating to our topic this morning.
Is this
So-
the one where the first word you see is like the word that relates to you the most or something?
No, but I mean, you can think that, but
Because the first word I saw was no, and I'm like, okay. I guess.
but yes, there are 4 words, and it relates to our topic. I'll give one hint. They're all horizontal.
Okay, so that makes it easier. We don't have to read backwards or.
Oh, there's a horizontal one that's backwards.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
so it is back. So there is backwards ones,
Mm-hmm.
just none that are going up and down.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay. Should I read out all the letters?
if you want, it'll give the chat the time. It'll give time for chat to catch up because of the YouTube stream delay.
You guys have an idea, like the word? Do you guys see words in here?
I do see one word.
I see one word. Oh, I see 2. How many words did you say those?
4.
There's 4.
Okay.
I see 2. I see 3.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
I see the chat is they're answering. They have one right. I'm seeing a lot of relationships in the chat. Do you guys see it?
I do. The top,
Mhm.
right?
Oh yeah, the very top one says relationships.
Hmm.
Let's see.
What else do we see?
I see someone said that there's growth. Oh, I
Really?
see it. I see it.
Yes.
I don't.
There's
I see adult. Adult.
Mm-hmm.
there's adult. Yeah.
That's true.
That's one. Is that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Right, host.
Mm-hmm.
And then.
Oh.
All right.
Can
Give
you
it
find the
another-
backwards one?
There's a. Oh right, there's a.
I
Backwards
see it in the
one.
chat though.
Someone put it
A
in the
couple
chat.
people have said the answer.
Ooh, shout them out.
We have Sister Allison Mojica and Sister Gemelyn Abagon.
Oh,
They found the hard one.
Yeah, they
Okay.
have
what was it?
connection.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
I love
I see it.
connection.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
So
Oh, sorry.
So
we all paused.
we
when
have
you said
Sister
wait.
Abby in the chat. She said all 4 answers. So we have relationships, adult growth, and connection.
Ooh,
Ooh, there it is.
There you go.
Oh, I saw there's connection. Connection was backwards.
Yeah. So that is
I
our
see.
icebreaker for this morning.
fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gets the brain going.
Wait, do I get an extra point for seeing another connection? There's two.
Oh, really?
There was two.
Yeah, the bottom last two rows.
Oh yeah, there
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Down at the bottom.
Wow, look at you. Double connection.
Here, you got a high five.
Oh
There you go.
Okay. Speaking of connections and growth in adult and relationships, so we are talking about finding the right people in your life. So how would you approach someone you'd want to know about?
yeah.
Hi, I'm Lionel. That is like the I guess like the most bare bones like response I can think of.
Hmm. What if you're like, oh, I really want to approach this person. I want to be friends with them. You're literally straight up like,
Oh no, I'm too shy for that.
I don't
oh.
believe you.
So how do you
Um,
do it?
Well, to begin with, I think there has to be sort of a common thing between the two people. Like either it be a setting, or I feel like what one of the words was a connection.
Mhm.
It could be through mutual friends or
True.
people that you know, or like that you guys are at a event that are like at the same place.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
true. I would say that I normally approach someone if they have a really cute outfit.
Yeah.
I'll be like, "Where did you get that?"
A
Mhm.
compliment's usually a good icebreaker.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's my go-to too. It's like, oh, nice. Let's say nice hat, and then that's when it starts. Let's see if the conversation is gonna keep going.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So why do you think it's good to make relationships in our adulthood?
I think for making good, I guess just connections in general, it really helps broaden your perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I came across this. Oh wait, I'll have to come back to me about this later, if I can remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is why is important?
I think it's good. Still my answer. I'm kidding. I think it's good to always have friendships in general, and to get like a. You took my answer. That's all.
No, no, no.
Perspective. Yeah, I agree.
Get
too on
different
that, yeah.
perspectives on things, because sometimes you could see one way with a certain topic, but then when you have that other brain, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, you know what? That's actually a great idea.
Yeah, especially if it's like a positive perspective in life.
Yeah.
You're like,
Mhm.
oh, wait. Like, let's say you vent to them about something. Well, I'm going through this right now, and then you're
Mhm.
like, okay, look at it this way, and then you're like,
Yes.
you know what? You're so right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also think it's important because if it is the right people in your life, it's gonna help you grow as a person.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Definitely. So one of the things that I came across was the difference between oh no, that's just the same word. It's two words where one is basically something that you see that you want other people to see, and the other word is how you see other people see it. Like it's like perspective and perception, I think.
Mhm.
I forgot which one is which.
Okay.
I wanted to share. It was like, oh, an interesting thought, and then I couldn't. Yeah.
Mm.
Anyway,
So, what qualities do you look for in a person if you want to keep a lifelong friendship?
Loyalty and
Mhm.
integrity.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it starts with that, and then after that, you gain like that respect for each other. I feel like at the end of the day, as long as you respect each other, no matter what kind of point of views you have, you'll always retain that friendship.
Yeah, for
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah, definitely. Like, there's so many different people in the world that they all have different backgrounds, different upbringings, different experiences than our
Mhm.
own. That being able to one discuss with them, like, oh, I see it this way, and the other person says, oh, I see it kind of differently. But being able to be like, okay, no, I kind of see where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
That's making that connection, like having that sort of common ground, is something that would help foster, just a connection, a relationship. Um, and for us here on INCRadio, right, we all don't have the same upbringing.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, all rooted within the teachings and guidance of our Almighty God and the church administration. But for someone who lived in the West Coast here in the U.S., has probably a different upbringing than someone who lived in the East Coast,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why we have the term called culture shock. Like when you go to different countries, like, oh, they sort their waste bins this way, or they allow like uh no wait, I was gonna use turn the right turn on a red light. Apparently that, or it was like a something
Mm-hmm.
um where being able to go to other places. I guess this also um, translates into like traveling to other places, because you would be able to make those connections completely outside of our circles of like what we would normally see on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah. And I think a quality too, it's like when they want to see you do good things too, like big things in life, like
Hmm.
you're rooting for each other. That's a friendship that will keep a lifelong friendship in my opinion, because you're like, "Oh, I'm rooting for you," and then they're rooting for me as well, and then together, even though we don't have the same goals, it's like we're very encouraging and
Like we
then
want everyone to do better for themselves,
mhm,
right?
yeah, so that I
Yeah,
think that's a good quality too. So
we love our support systems.
yeah.
Yes.
Do you have a friendship in your adulthood that surprised you?
That surprised me. um do you have one, Nadel?
I would say yes.
Ooh.
Oh.
I like to give a shout out to Sister Ira Ariliega, actually. She's the first one that came into my mind. So we were we are wait, yeah, we were um choir members together before I met her. I met her because I moved up to Baltimore for college. So she is like, when I first met her, she was in choir, and my first impression of her, I was like scared of her.
Oh yeah, I agree. Uh-huh.
And I think it's because she had like that authoritative, like kind of uh that kind of, how do you say it?
It's like when you just see her, you're like, "Oh, I'm kind of scared to like
Yeah.
approach her," but she's the total opposite when you get to know her. Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
So we went to Harrisburg for a worship service,
Mhm.
and that's the first time we've connected. We drove like, I think it was like 2 hours, and we connected. She's older than me, by the way, so I see her as like an older sister, and she's experienced more things than me in regards to like like her faith and everything. So um where was I going with this? Oh, yeah. I was surprised with our friendship because like I was scared at first, but then like when we were, I wouldn't say forced to perform together, it helped us like get to know each other, and um moving forward, she helped me grow my faith a lot.
Oh, yeah, we
Yeah.
love
Hmm.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, we actually kind of look alike, which is kind of weird. I think that helped
Ooh.
us looking kind of
Mhm.
similar. And whenever I bring up like, "Hey, ate," or "Hey, older sister," like I feel really down about this situation, and then she'd be like, "Oh, it's okay. Like I've went through that
Oh.
before." And then she would tell me, like, always pray
Mhm.
and always trust that God will always be there for you, because He always is. So she would always tell me that every conversation, and yeah, I was really
Mhm.
surprised with that.
Nice.
Yeah.
For me, I think a friendship that sort of surprised me um was one of my best friends back in California. We still keep in touch every once in a while. Like he just messaged me, I think last week or so, about something like a decision to make. I was like, and we had that like sort of back and forth, as if like nothing, like as if we aren't in like complete opposite sides of the country.
Mhm.
Um, but he was my Kadiwa president back then. He's buklod now, married and has a kid. Um, but like we sort of just had this like professional like relationship. Like he was the one who was leading us in the Kadiwa organization, and I was just one of the officers helping him out until like one of the days he actually came to me for like advice about some things, and I was like, because he started it off as hey, can I talk to you? And I was like, our relationship is mainly professional. Oh, I'm scared. What did I do wrong? And then like, afterwards, like after we had that conversation, I was like, okay, I started like feeling less tense and started like relaxing a bit more. And then we started talking and then the conversation started going. And then we found out like, like how we sort of approach things is sort of similar. So that's sort of how we kind of bonded.
Mm-hmm.
And to the point where like, we're still friends to this day. I was the best man at his wedding. I was like very honored to be that, to be part of that experience. Because honestly, when he asked me, I didn't think that I would have, I didn't think that, I would be someone's best man.
Oh.
Yeah, for me, it was actually just last year. I met my sister and I met two sisters. Shout out to the Cavero sisters. They're from California, but last year our meet and greet was in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
So we connected somehow. And then we bonded through like those 3 days we were together. And then next thing you know, like a month later, we booked a ticket to California to meet them. And then that's when throughout our trip, we would talk about like our lives from childhood to now. And then we discovered how we have the same values and upbringing, and so that really built a connection. And then till this day, we're like, still talking, connecting.
Nice. Sorry, really quick, because I completely forgot. I want to shout out to Elazar Talampas from Montclair. Love you.
Yeah. Shout out to all these adulthood friendships we've been making. Okay. And so what's one thing you learned about friendships from your younger years to now?
Mm,
Oh, don't take anything too personal, because that's something I've learned growing up. Because, say for example, like you said, like childhood friendships, we grow,
Mm-hmm.
we have different experiences, and then we tend to like, not have as much time together, and so your differences start to show, and you're like, how come they don't hang out with me as much? How come they don't text me as much? But then you realize they're trying to figure out their own lives too. They live
mhm.
for the first time and trying to figure things. So don't take things personally. If you're overthinking things, reach out to them, see how they are. Maybe you need to reach out.
Yeah.
Just think
Yeah.
of it that way,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you never know what they're going through too.
Yeah, I completely agree, because like I think I mentioned before, everyone has each person is a person full of years of life and experience that is completely separate from our own. Like they exist outside of our perceived reality,
Yeah.
right? And sometimes we don't know what the other person really is going through. So, like what we mentioned before, is being that they're a supporter in what they're doing. Maybe it's up to us to reach out to them and say, hey, haven't heard from you from a while, how are you doing? And maybe that one conversation is actually the one that'll help them push through to whatever they're doing, right? A person could be on the verge of like they're working on something, but they're like, oh, I don't know if I could do this. Like the self-doubt talk starts coming into to the mind. And it really just takes like one person just checking in, like, hey, how are you doing? What are you up to? Maybe, and then you can start off like kind of get the conversation going as to, oh, I'm working on this, and then like, oh, that's great. I hope you do great, and I know you'll do great. Sometimes those words of encouragement can really help.
Yeah, I agree. And from friendships to like our younger years, it's like you're realizing we are growing up, because when you have that connection with your childhood friend, you have the same routine basically. You go to
Hmm.
school, and then you go out of school and then hang out.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also have summer break, and then you're spending time together. But as you grow, you're having different routines, and
Mm-hmm.
that's one thing you really have to work on if you really want to keep that friendship. And I think we have one comment in the chat.
Yes, we have Sister Alexis Mira. She said, accountability, following through on what you say you're going to do. I love people who have great accountability. And then Sister Alison Mojica, I agree with Sister Alexis. Accountability is something you look for in a person, someone who can keep you in check. It'll help you grow as a person.
Oh, I love those
Mhm.
answers. And also, what's one thing you learned about yourself in building friendships at this age?
Mm.
Ooh.
And just to sort of tangent off that, actually, I don't know if it'll directly answer, but something a phrase that I've heard is that friendships are made out of convenience.
Mm.
Where, because you see them every day, say at work or at church or at church activities, like the friendships are made because you see them so often. Um, so the friendships that you don't see as often requires a bit more effort, which I can sort of see that reasoning, but it's also on us. If we want something to grow, the metaphor is that we have to water it.
Mm.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
watering that friendship, that relationship, means like us actually actively reaching out to the ones that we don't see on a daily basis, because like I said before, maybe that person really needs like what might need that check-in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a great way to say it.
Water your relationships, folks.
Put water on top of them.
Literally, if that's what gets you to connect, just go up to them, pour water to them. Hey, it's a great icebreaker. Like, why did you pour water on me? Oh, because someone on the internet told me to.
INCRadio told me to. You should tune in. What about you?
I think I've learned that um I don't
I
know. I'm
know
still figuring it
I'm kind
out.
of struggling.
Yeah.
I think one thing I learned about myself in building friendships at this age, I think it's not bad to have a lot of friends, you know, but it's always good to keep um a small circle of friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would like to be friends with everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but of course, there are those who consistently show up in our lives to
Mhm.
be those that support for
Yeah,
us.
for sure.
Definitely
Yeah.
definitely the friends I want to keep are the ones who help me grow in my
Mhm.
faith for sure. Life is
Mhm.
hard, everyone understands that, but like um when you have that friendship to help you grow, to trust God and to love him at all times no matter what happens in your life,
Yeah.
it really helps you.
Yeah, I think when a friendship, when you guys have that conversation about faith, and then things get like deep in the
Yeah.
conversation,
Mhm.
that's when you guys get emotional. I feel like that's a great way. That's a great friendship quality.
Yeah, definitely. And it's something that was always, taught to us here as members of the Church of Christ is, um, good, bad friends ruin good character.
Mm.
Yeah.
So like they always, we're always taught to be, careful with who we become friends with, because if that friendship or if that person or relationship is taking us further away from God, then that is something that of course we should try to correct.
hmm Yeah, I actually love this one comment right now from Sister Alexis Mira. I love making friends through performing our duties together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, like
And
us.
yes, like this right
Yeah.
And hey, if you want to be part of this
now.
relationship,
Be your friends.
come join us on INC Radio.
Okay. And before we go, would you like to have your special greetings?
Yes, I would like to greet my family, the Ibarra family, Ka Anthony, sister Ka Eliza, my brothers Ezekiel and Eli. I love you guys so much, and thank you for always supporting me through everything in life. So and helping me grow my faith. They are the reason why I am who I am today.
Oh,
Mhm.
for sure. Our family is our best friend.
Yes, I love
Yes.
them.
And
Oh, my turn. Um, well, I already shouted out one of them earlier in this episode, but to Elazar Talampas, my best friend. Um, there, I wish you well there back in California. Also to my family back in California, as well as to my brother in the Philippines. I want to shout out to our INC Radio INC Radio family, as well as the Washington D.C.'s, the District of Washington D.C. for all the support
Yes, for
that they give
sure.
us. Not just me, but for us on here on our shows.
Yes, and shout out to my family, like what Nidel said, and also to the friends I've made in my adulthood. And that is a wrap for today's episode. But before we go, we'd like to extend our heartfelt thanks to those who make it all possible. For their unstoppable support, we'd like to thank our INC Radio Washington, D.C. family for supporting our broadcast, especially to Brother Sidney R. Santos, our district supervising minister, Brother Richard Soterio, our Assistant District Minister, Brother Ajik Dulay, our District CFO Overseer, Brother Tyler Worthen, our District Multimedia Advisor, Brother Emmanuel Ndaya, our Executive Producer, Brother Wally Torai, our Station Manager, and our dedicated INC Radio Kuya Techs here and in the Philippines. And if we could have our Kuya Tech to scroll down because I cannot see right now. We would like to give our special thanks and greetings to Brother Angelo Iranio Vimanalo, our Deputy Executive Minister. We would like to give our special thanks to Brother Eduardo Vimanalo, our Executive Minister of the Iglesianicristo Church of Christ, for allowing us to have programs like today's show here on INC Radio. Thank you for tuning in and spending part of your day with us. If you like today's show, be sure to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on what's coming next. Until then, catch us here next week on INC Radio Washington, D.C. Satellite Studio every Saturday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And remember, stay inspired, stay connected, and most of all,
Stay unstoppable.
Unstoppable. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Good morning.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.
Good weather.